Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're discussing a very special group of people, those who looked death in the face and said, "Hold my beer." These are stories from people who made decisions so spectacularly stupid that they probably shouldn't have survived, but they did, against all odds. We asked people to share their brushes with death caused entirely by their own terrible choices. And honestly, natural selection is working overtime trying to catch these folks. Hit like if you've ever done something monumentally stupid, subscribe for more, and share your own near-death experiences in the comments. Therapy might be cheaper, but this is more entertaining. Let's dive in.
So, this happened when I was 19. I'm 30 now and still can't believe I did this. I was mowing the lawn. Push mower, nothing fancy, blade got stuck on something. Normal person would turn off the mower, flip it over safely, clear the blockage. I decided to just reach under while it was running. I know. In my defense, and I don't have one, I thought I could be quick about it. Reached under, grabbed the stick that was stuck, pulled. Mower blade hit my hand. Cut off the tip of my index finger. Clean off. I'm standing there, looking at my hand, looking at my fingertip on the ground, and my first thought is, maybe I can reattach it? Pick up my fingerpiece. It's covered in grass and dirt. Run inside. My roommate sees me and screams. I hold up my hand like, yeah, so, funny story. Hospital. Plastic surgeon looks at my finger, looks at the dirty fingertip, looks at me, says, "How did this happen?" I explain. He just stares. "You reached under a running lawnmower." "Yes." "While it was on." "Yes." "Instead of turning it off." In hindsight, yes, that would have been smarter. They couldn't reattach it. Too much tissue damage and contamination. Now I have a slightly shorter finger, permanent reminder of the day I thought I was faster than a spinning blade. My roommate still brings it up at parties. Tell them about the lawnmower. I deserve it.
How hard can it be? Harder than having a complete finger, apparently. The surgeon's questioning. Just the slow realization of what he's dealing with. You reached under while it was on, instead of turning it off. Each question more baffled than the last. I appreciate the self-awareness, though. In hindsight, yes, that would have been smarter. Hindsight and the missing fingertip both serving as teachers. At least he has a good party story. Most people just talk about their jobs. This guy brings permanent physical evidence of his poor decision-making. Moving on.
I grew up in Minnesota. We know ice. We know frozen lakes. There are rules. Every year, the DNR publishes ice thickness safety guidelines. 4 inches minimum for walking, 8 to 12 for vehicles. I decided these were suggestions. Buddy and I wanted to go ice fishing. Early season, November. Everyone said the ice wasn't ready yet, not thick enough. Wait another few weeks. We said we'd be fine. We'd stick to the edges. We drove my truck onto the ice. Not even 10 feet out, we hear cracking. Not little cracks, loud cracks, like gunshots. My buddy goes, "Should we go back?" I say, and this is where I really shine, "We're already out here." We keep driving, slowly. Ice is cracking under us the entire time. Get about 30 yards out, find a spot, drill our holes, start fishing. Ice starts cracking more. Water's coming up through the holes. Buddy says we should leave. I said give it 5 more minutes. 4 minutes later, the ice gives way. Not completely, just enough that the back tires of my truck break through. We're now in a truck that's half submerged in a frozen lake. Both of us scramble out, stand on the ice around the truck. It's holding, barely. Call a tow company, explain the situation. Guy on the phone, "You drove onto the ice in November?" Yes. Did you check the thickness? No. Are you stupid or just want to die? Both. Tow truck takes 4 hours to arrive. Special equipment for ice rescues cost me $2,000. They pull my truck out, engines flooded, totaled. My insurance asks how it happened. I tell the truth. They say, you knowingly drove onto ice that wasn't safe. Yes. That's not covered. That's negligence. Lost my truck, paid for the tow, got frostbite waiting for rescue. All because I couldn't wait 2 weeks for safe ice. But he doesn't go fishing with me anymore.
We're already out here. The rallying cry of people making terrible decisions. The insurance company's response, that's not covered. That's negligence. Even they were like, no, you're on your own with this one. The tow truck operator asking if he's stupid or wants to die and answering both is actually perfect self-awareness. Lost the truck, paid $2,000, got frostbite, and ruined a friendship. But hey, at least he didn't have to wait 2 weeks. Next story.
I'm allergic to shellfish. Found out when I was 12. Ate shrimp, throat closed up, EpiPen, hospital, the works. Been avoiding shellfish ever since, for 15 years. Then I watched a video online about how allergies can change over time. Sometimes they go away. I thought, maybe I'm not allergic anymore. Maybe I outgrew it. Normal person would get an allergy test from a doctor. I decided to just eat shellfish and see what happens. Went to a restaurant, ordered crab legs. Figured if something went wrong, I'm already in public, someone would help. Ate 1 bite, waited. Nothing happened. Thought, maybe I did outgrow it. Ate another bite, and another. Finished half the plate. Started feeling weird about 10 minutes in. Throat getting tight, skin itching. Turns out, I didn't outgrow it. I did bring my EpiPen, I'm not completely stupid. Used it, called 911. Paramedics arrive. I'm on the floor of the restaurant. Other diners are staring. Paramedic asks what happened. I explain. She looks at me. You knowingly ate something you're deathly allergic to see if you're still allergic? When you say it like that, it sounds bad. That's exactly as bad as it sounds. Hospital, IV Benadryl, steroids, observation for 6 hours. Doctor comes in, says, I heard you were testing your allergy. I nod. Don't do that. That's it. That's all he said. Then he left. Bill was $4,000. Paid $4,000 to confirm I'm still allergic to shellfish. Could have gotten an allergy test for $200. I tell people it's a lesson in healthcare costs.
Paid $4,000 to find out information she already knew. That's actually impressive financial mismanagement. The paramedic's response, just the slow, dawning realization. You knowingly ate something you're deathly allergic to see if you're still allergic. The doctor not even bothering with a lecture, just don't do that and leaving. Even medical professionals were too tired to engage. I'm not completely stupid. I mean, you kind of are, though. You ate crab legs with an EpiPen as your backup plan. That's not a good system. But hey, at least she has a story about healthcare costs. Very expensive story. Next one.
Needed to fix some shingles on my roof. Pretty simple job. I've done it before. Usually I use a harness, safety equipment, the works. This time I thought, it's just a few shingles, I'll be quick. Don't need all that. So I go up, no harness, no safety rope, just me and my terrible decisions. I'm working on the shingles, everything's fine. Then my phone rings. It's in my pocket. I reach for it, lose my balance. I fall off the roof. 2-story house. I fall about 20 feet, land on my back. In the garden, thankfully, not the concrete driveway. I'm lying there. Can't move, can't breathe. My neighbor hears me fall, comes over. She's standing over me. Are you okay? I'm dying, Karen. She calls 911. Ambulance arrives, spine board, neck brace, the full treatment. Hospital, x-rays, CT scan. I fractured 3 vertebrae in my lower back. Not severed, thankfully, but fractured. Doctor says I'm lucky. 6 inches to the left and I'd have hit the driveway. Probably would have died. He asks what happened. I explain. You were on a roof without a harness? Yes. Why? Didn't feel like putting it on. He just shakes his head, writes something in his chart, probably, patient is an idiot. 6 months of physical therapy, had to wear a back brace for 3 months, couldn't work, all because I didn't want to spend 5 minutes putting on a harness. The shingles still aren't fixed. I hired someone, with insurance, and a harness.
Didn't feel like putting it on. That's the epitaph, right there. Here lies this person. Didn't feel like putting on the harness. The doctor's reaction, not even detailed questions, just why? Sometimes that's all you can ask. 3 fractured vertebrae, 6 months of physical therapy, 3 months in a back brace, lost work, versus 5 minutes to put on safety equipment. But those 5 minutes, though, really saved him. Oh, wait. The shingles still not being fixed is somehow perfect. The whole incident was for nothing. Moving on.
I'm not an electrician. That's important context. Outlet in my kitchen stopped working. I thought, how hard can it be to fix? Very hard, it turns out. YouTube some videos. Looks simple enough. Unscrew the outlet, check the wiring, replace if needed. Here's where I made my first mistake. I didn't turn off the breaker. I thought if I was careful, I'd be fine. Second mistake. I used a metal screwdriver. Unscrewed the outlet cover, pulled it out. Wires are exposed. I'm looking at them, trying to figure out which is which. Touched the screwdriver to the wrong wire. I've never been electrocuted before. Don't recommend it. There's a flash, a bang, I'm thrown backward, hit the counter, my arm is numb, I can smell burning. The burning is me, my hand, where I was holding the screwdriver. My wife runs in, sees me on the floor, sees smoke, starts screaming. I'm trying to say I'm okay, but my teeth are chattering, I can't control my jaw. Rush to the hospital, burns on my hand, electrical burns. Doctor says I'm lucky it wasn't worse, could have stopped my heart. He asks what happened. I explain my DIY electrical work. He doesn't even respond, just looks at my chart. Looks at me, looks back at the chart. Nurse in the background says, "Did you at least turn off the breaker?" No. Why not? Didn't think I needed to. She walks away. I hear her tell another nurse, "Guy tried to fix an outlet with the power on." The other nurse, "Darwin Award nominee right there." I heard that. Had to get skin grafts on my hand, took months to heal, still have scars. Hired an electrician to fix the outlet, cost me $80. The hospital bill was $12,000.
$12,000 versus $80. Really stretch that bargain. The nurse saying Darwin Award nominee loud enough for him to hear is honestly fair. Didn't think I needed to. In reference to turning off the power before touching exposed electrical wires. That's confidence. Misplaced, deadly confidence. How hard can it be? Harder than keeping your heart beating, apparently. The doctor not even responding, just looking at the chart and back at him. That's the medical equivalent of, "I can't with you right now." Next story.
Decided to hike a mountain trail, 14 miles, elevation gain of 3,000 feet. I'd never hiked before. At all. But I figured people do it all the time. How hard can it be? Starting to see a pattern with that phrase. Went alone. Didn't tell anyone where I was going. Brought 1 bottle of water and some chips. No map, no GPS, just my phone, which I assumed would have service. Started hiking at noon. In July. In Arizona. If you know anything about Arizona in July, you're already cringing. First 2 miles are fine, pretty views, feeling good. Mile 3, I finish my water. Think, I'll just ration the rest of the hike. There is no rest of the water. I drank it all. Mile 5, I'm out of chips. Starting to feel tired. And thirsty. Very thirsty. Check my phone for the trail map. No service. Phone's at 30% battery. Mile 6, I realize I'm not sure if I'm still on the trail. Everything looks the same. Mile 7, I'm definitely lost. Sun setting, temperatures dropping, I'm dehydrated and have no supplies. This is when I start to panic. Try to retrace my steps, just get more lost, phone dies. Night falls, I'm in the desert. Alone. No water. No light. No one knows where I am. I genuinely thought I was going to die. Found a rock, sat behind it, waited for morning. Longest night of my life. Cold, thirsty, scared. Heard animals I couldn't identify. Morning comes, I pick a direction, start walking. 3 hours later, I stumble onto the trail. Another 2 hours, I make it to the parking lot. Park ranger sees me. I look like death. Sunburned, dehydrated, delirious. She gives me water. I drink 4 bottles. She asks where I've been. I explain. She's horrified. You went alone with no supplies in July. Didn't tell anyone? Yes. Do you have a death wish? Not consciously. She says I should go to the hospital. I refuse. Just want to go home. She makes me fill out an incident report. Says people get lost all the time doing exactly what I did. Many of them die. I got lucky. Really, really lucky. Never went hiking again. Don't plan to.
1 bottle of water for 14 miles in Arizona in July at noon. That's not even poor planning. That's just the ranger's questions, each one more horrified. You went alone. Yes. With no supplies. Yes. In July. Yes. Didn't tell anyone. Also yes. Do you have a death wish? Not consciously. Just subconsciously attempting death. People die doing exactly this every year. This person got lucky and learned absolutely nothing because they never hiked again. Which is probably for the best, for everyone. Next one.
4th of July party, we bought a bunch of fireworks. The big, illegal ones you're supposed to set up properly. We'd been drinking, keep that in mind. Friend suggests we hold the fireworks instead of setting them up, like sparklers. These are not sparklers, these are mortar shells. I, in my infinite drunken wisdom, say, that sounds awesome. Grab a mortar, light it, hold it. It doesn't go off immediately. There's a delay. I'm standing there, holding this thing, waiting. Then it ignites in my hand. The launch charge, the part that's supposed to shoot it into the air, goes off while I'm holding it. Firework shoots up. I still have my hand wrapped around the tube. It takes my hand with it for about 6 feet. Then I let go. Fall backward, land on the ground. My hand is on fire. Actually on fire. Friends are screaming, someone tackles me, someone else throws a drink on my hand. Hand is burned. 2nd and 3rd degree burns. Blisters everywhere. 2 fingers look wrong, dislocated. Hospital. 4th of July in an ER is apparently chaos. Doctor is dealing with 5 other firework injuries, sees my hand, doesn't even ask, just says, "You held it, didn't you?" Yes. It says not to do that, on the firework, in large letters. I didn't read that part. Of course you didn't. 2 of my fingers had to be reset, dislocated from the force. Burns took months to heal. Can't make a proper fist with that hand anymore. Scar tissue. Friend who suggested it said, "In my defense, I didn't think you'd actually do it." Fair.
I didn't read that part. The warning that says don't hold explosives in your hand seemed optional. The doctor, not even asking, just knowing immediately, "You held it, didn't you?" He's seen this before, multiple times. That night alone, probably. The friend's defense, "I didn't think you'd actually do it," is actually reasonable. Most people wouldn't. Can't make a fist anymore. Permanent nerve and tissue damage. But for a brief moment, he held a firework. Living the dream. Moving on.
Buddy and I found a hot sauce online called something like Satan's Butthole or the Reaper's Kiss, made with Carolina Reaper peppers. Warning label said to use 1 drop at a time, said not to consume directly, said to keep away from eyes, skin, and children. We decided to take shots of it, not drops, full shot glasses, like tequila. First mistake, we didn't read about capsaicin, didn't know it's not water soluble. Milk helps, water makes it worse. Second mistake, we had water ready, no milk. We count down, take the shots. I've been stabbed, this was worse. Immediate regret, mouth is on fire, throat is on fire, can't breathe, can't talk, can't think. We're both on the floor, crying, drooling, gasping. My buddy runs to the sink, drinks water straight from the tap. Makes it worse. So much worse. I'm trying to say stop, but I can't form words, just making sounds. 10 minutes of pure agony. We're both convinced we're dying. Finally, the pain lessens to a tolerable level of excruciating. Then it hits our stomachs. Both of us get violently sick. Won't go into details. Use your imagination. This lasts hours. Hours of gastrointestinal warfare. End up going to urgent care at 2 a.m., both of us. Dehydrated, stomach linings inflamed. Doctor asks what we ate. We explain. He pulls up his phone, shows us the hot sauce website, points to the warning label. It says not to consume directly, in bold letters. We may have missed that. You took shots of it. Yes. Are you in a fraternity? We're 34 and 36. Doctor has no response to this. Just prescribes antacids and tells us to drink milk. Lots of milk. Couldn't eat solid food for 3 days, lost 8 pounds. The hot sauce is still in my cabinet, unopened. It's a reminder.
The doctor asking if they're in a fraternity. We're 34 and 36. Somehow, that makes it worse. Are you in a fraternity? Is the doctor's polite way of asking, why are adult men doing something this stupid? Taking shots of concentrated capsaicin extract. Not even on a dare. Just for fun. Just to see what would happen. What happened was hours of agony, a trip to urgent care at 2 a.m., and 8 pounds of weight loss. There are easier diets. But hey, they have a story. And a reminder in the cabinet of their terrible judgment. Next story.
Bought a bookshelf from a big box furniture store. Required assembly, no big deal. Instructions said to use a Phillips head screwdriver. Hand tighten all screws first, then finish with screwdriver. I had a power drill. Thought, why waste time? I'll just use the drill. First shelf goes fine. Drill works great, so much faster. Second shelf, I'm drilling fast, really going at it. Screw goes in crooked, splits the wood. Okay, minor setback. I keep going. Third shelf, I'm drilling and the bit slips. Power drill jerks. Still running at full speed. Drills directly into my thigh. The drill bit goes into my leg, about an inch deep. I'm holding this drill that's in my leg, that's still spinning. Take me a second to process. Then the pain hits. I scream, drop the drill. It's still stuck in my leg, hanging there. Roommate runs in, sees the drill hanging from my thigh, blood everywhere. She passes out, just straight up faints. So now I have a drill in my leg and an unconscious roommate. I pull the drill out. Bad idea. Blood starts pouring out. Grab a towel, apply pressure, hop to my car, drive myself to the ER. One-legged driving with a towel pressed to your thigh is not recommended. Hospital. Nurse sees me, sees the bloody towel. What happened? I drilled into my leg. On purpose? No, by accident. How do you accidentally drill into your leg? It's a long story. Wound needed stitches, internal and external, 14 stitches total. Doctor says I'm lucky I didn't hit the femoral artery. Could have bled out before getting here. The bookshelf is still half assembled in my apartment. Can't look at it without remembering. My roommate made me put the drill away in a locked box. Says I've lost drill privileges.
Lost drill privileges. Like a child who can't be trusted with scissors. The nurse's question, how do you accidentally drill into your leg, is actually very valid. That takes some effort. The roommate fainting, leaving her to handle both the drill in her leg and an unconscious person, is almost impressive bad luck. 14 stitches. Good to hit the femoral artery. One-legged driving while actively bleeding. All to save time on a bookshelf. That bookshelf better be worth it. Oh wait, it's still half assembled. Never mind. Last story.
Summer party at my house. We have an above-ground pool. 4 feet deep. I'd been drinking. A lot. Friends had been drinking. Everyone's having a good time. Someone suggests we do tricks off the pool ladder. Flips, cannonballs, whatever. Everyone's doing little jumps, making it fun. I decide I'm going to do a backflip. I've never done a backflip, not once in my entire life. But drunk me is confident. Drunk me can definitely do a backflip. I climb to the top of the ladder. It's maybe 6 feet off the ground. Everyone's watching, cheering. No one's stopping me. I jump backward. I don't flip, I just fall. Backward. My back hits the edge of the pool as I'm going down. Then I hit the water. Face up, can't move. I'm floating in the pool. Conscious, but paralyzed. Can't move my arms or legs. This is where the terror sets in. Friends think I'm joking around, floating dramatically. They're laughing. I'm trying to say help, but I can barely talk, making weird sounds. 30 seconds that feel like hours. Finally, someone realizes something's wrong. They pull me out. I'm on the deck, still can't move, crying, terrified. 911. Ambulance. Spine board. Full spinal precautions. Hospital. CT scan, MRI. I herniated 2 discs in my lower back. Severe nerve compression. Doctor says I'm lucky I didn't break my back completely. Few inches different and I could have been paralyzed permanently. As it is, I had temporary paralysis that lasted about an hour. Nerve inflammation. Then the pain started when the nerves came back online. Worst pain of my life. Worse than childbirth, women in the ER told me, and I believed them. Surgery. Discectomy. Removed the herniated portions. 6-week recovery. Couldn't work, couldn't walk properly, needed help using the bathroom. All because drunk me thought I could do a backflip into a 4-foot pool. The video exists. Someone filmed it. I watched it once, never again. Drained the pool the next summer. Couldn't look at it. Constant reminder. Friends still call me Flipper, ironically, because I didn't flip.
Temporary paralysis. Floating face up in a pool, unable to move or call for help. That's nightmare fuel. The friends thinking it's a joke for 30 seconds while he's genuinely paralyzed is the scariest part of the story. Herniated discs, surgery, 6 weeks recovery, help using the bathroom, all from one drunk decision. And everyone calls him Flipper now. Friends are ruthless. This one's actually scary. Not funny scary, just scary. The difference between temporary paralysis and permanent is often just a few inches. He got lucky. The pool is gone. The nickname remains. And hopefully the lesson stuck. Let me wrap this up. So those were 10 stories about people who really, truly should not have survived their own stupidity. And I know, we've all done dumb things, made bad calls, taken unnecessary risks. But these people took it to another level. How hard can it be? Famous last words. Followed closely by, I'll be fine, and watch this. The thing about these stories is they're funny in retrospect. Mostly. Some are just terrifying. But every single one of these people learned something, usually while bleeding or paralyzed or on fire. Expensive lessons, painful lessons, permanent scar lessons. $12,000 to learn electricity is dangerous, $4,000 to confirm a known allergy, 14 stitches to remember that power drills are powerful. Could have just read the warning labels, turned off the breaker, used a harness, brought water. But where's the fun in that? I'm kidding. The fun is in not almost dying. If you took anything from these stories, let it be this. Warning labels exist for a reason. Safety equipment is not optional. And when your gut says, this is a bad idea, listen to it. Your gut is smarter than drunk you. It's smarter than confident you. It's definitely smarter than how hard can it be you. These people survived. They got lucky. Really, really lucky. The surgeon said it perfectly. Darwin Award nominee. Natural selection is working overtime trying to catch up with human stupidity. But modern medicine keeps saving us from ourselves. If you enjoyed these stories, or if they made you cringe so hard you pulled a muscle, go ahead and like the video, subscribe for more, and definitely share your own I almost died doing something stupid stories in the comments. But also, maybe don't do those things anymore. Learn from these people. They've already paid the stupid tax for you. Medical bills, missing fingertips, permanent scars, lost drill privileges, these are the receipts of poor decision-making. And hey, if you're planning to do something and you hear a little voice saying, this could go very wrong, maybe sit that one out. Have a beer instead. A nice, safe beer, on the ground, away from power tools and frozen lakes and above-ground pools. Your future self, the one with all their fingers and a functioning spine, will thank you. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, make good choices, or at least survivable ones. See you next time.